93.7 The V, Ashley with 2 E's. I'm here with Division. Go ahead and introduce yourself because a lot of people always ask me, is Division 1 or 2 people?
Yeah, it's one singer, one producer.
And a producer, yes.
I'm the singer, he's producer. My name's Daniel, that's 985.
Yes. And you guys get a lot of love in Houston, if you didn't know.
Yes, we do. Oh, we know.
What is it with, like, Houston's infatuation with Canadians, with Toronto? Meant for Toronto.
I think a lot of it starts with, Drake, the Prince family, and the history there. So, we've been embraced from that. And then once we got out there, the love has been so real.
Yeah.
I'm not giving it to any of that. I just love Houston. I just take all that away. You strip all that away. Drop me off in Houston and I'm good.
Because everybody, Houston's very territorial. So when you come there, where do you go? Like, where are your stops at?
Well, first stop for me, it's super basic, but I still love Papa Do's. So I'm stopping at Papa Do's straight out the airport. Like, I still need that.
Okay.
Because my first time's going there, that's just a good memory for me. But no, we love the whole Houston culture, like from the food to the women to the day parties to the constant heat, which gets annoying sometimes. The only important thing, some days it's like it's so hot that it's like what's happening. But besides that, we tap it in everywhere. Like where are we not going really? The nightclubs, the strip clubs,
all that. So you guys really do take in like the culture.
Oh, 1,000. We love Houston.
We're in there.
Does it influence like production as well? Like just being around Houston artists or producers?
We've definitely had even like chopped and screwed moments, and I think the Houston approach is a little bit more like laid back with the production.
Very much.
Which I think especially if you go back to September 5th, there's a lot of that there.
Yeah,
so yeah, we've always kind of borrowed from that.
Okay, so between singer and producer, the single, If I Get Caught Cheating, whose story was
It's
that?
called If I Get Caught.
If I Get Caught. If I Get Caught.
All right.
So whose life did that imitate?
Every man walking this every man walking this earth.
Okay. But is it true though? 'Cause, they tell women that not every man does that, but is it?
Every man is wired the same. How we might react and handle the wiring can vary, but we're wired the same. A lion is a lion.
So that was a very around the way answer of saying yes.
Sure. There you go. Yeah.
He just told every woman to go through their man's phone because
No. What I told every woman is, if a man does things, this is the wiring behind it.
Got it. Okay. He saved that very smoothly. Very smoothly. So tell us about the upcoming project that's coming out in July.
This project is so important because it's about to change the conversations going on in R&B.
Okay.
That's what we're setting out to do.
Okay.
Between our big brother now, Jermaine Dupri, who's had a super big hand in this, B. Cox, Atlanta, the whole South, just us being able to just get to where R&B has been thriving and really growing at the base level and be like, okay, what do we need? What are the things that needs to be said? What are the conversations that need to be had? And how do we get realer than ever and still make music that hits harder than ever? Has been like the formula that we've been trying to cook up, and we found it.
Speaking of JD, I had a conversation with him like a few years ago, and I asked him, when he had records like Jagged Edge and all that back in the day, do you think R&B is dead when it's not about romance anymore?
Do I think R&B is dead?
R&B is dead when it's not about romance anymore?
When it's not about romance?
Yeah, it's more like you said, about kind of...
I mean, there is...
No.
I mean, one thing about romance that R&B before showed but didn't fully show as diverse, which I love where we're at right now, is not everything's pretty all the time. Different days you feel different ways, different hours you might feel different things, So I love that we're able to talk about more. I do think that love needs to get talked about, but in a real way. Like, where is love at right now? Where's the human experience at right now? Things have changed. We're not even processing communication the same. We're not processing love the same. People are looking at, instead of praying for people post prayer hands now. Things are different. So I think that we have to address it. We have to address it in a real way for the time right now.
And be honest about it.
And be honest about it. We shouldn't just not talk about it, but we shouldn't talk about it in a way that's just not realistic either.
What are you gonna say? Like the same?
I was gonna say, I think one thing that's changed a lot in R&B lately is that people aren't actually discussing relationships, and that doesn't have to be boyfriend and girlfriend, but just like relationships between any two people.
Yeah.
And there's so much R&B now that's kind of about nothing. Like it's kind of just like vibes.
Yeah.
You know, like it's not like there's no real topic. It's just like
it's like singing rappers kind of.
Yeah, it's just like I'm singing for the sake of singing, but you're not really saying anything.
Yeah.
And I think that's where we're kind of filling that void of getting back to like real conversations and real moments, like real stuff that actually happens between people.
I was gonna say that because when people get in relationships and it's not all rainbows and unicorns, then they're like, oh, this isn't working. No, you just need to work.
You need to work through things. No one wants to stay through anything. They just feel like they go through their DMs and find another one, you know? That's where we're at right now.
Well, division here at the BET Awards for Houston. Anything y'all want to say to Houston? You got anything coming up for Houston? Are you going to be there soon?
We'll be there soon. Just
you got any?
Like
we just be there just to be there
all the time.
But aside from that, no. As soon as we get this new music out, first singles in a couple weeks. As soon as that's out, we outside. So Houston, anybody who wants to holler at us, all the promoters and anybody that wants to find an excuse. If you guys drop a new chicken wing flavor, we'll find a way to get there. You know what I mean?
Y'all got a turkey leg cut already, right?
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. So when we get a new liquor-infused turkey leg, they'll be back. Go try it out. For the BET Awards, it is Division on 93.7 The Beat.